You are watching Ticker Today. I'm Aaron Young. The SEC has charged Coinbase with operating its crypto asset trading platform as an unregistered national securities exchange. The SEC also charged Coinbase for failing to register the offer and sale of its crypto asset platform. According to the SEC's complaint, since at least 2019, Coinbase has made billions of dollars unlawfully facilitating the buying and selling of crypto asset securities. For more on this, let's bring in CEO of AR Media, Andrew Rossow. Talk to us about Coinbase, obviously a huge organization, but what does it actually mean for future SEC encounters?
This is a very interesting and kind of a strange case, especially from the arguments that the SEC is putting forward. And it all comes down to this S-1 filing, where the agency allowed for Coinbase to go public in 2021 on the NASDAQ, which from Coinbase's perspective was an allowance for them to continue their business operations. It was an approval or an acknowledgement of their underlying business infrastructure that now the SEC is saying that's actually not what that means. We never gave you that blessing. So this is a huge opportunity to really get into the weeds of what the SEC's actual reach is and what the significance of an S-1 filing actually holds.
Yeah, and it's obviously pretty scary for investors as well. Having said that, the share price rallying 100% since the SEC charges, which is an incredibly weird situation. You would think that the opposite would happen. I won't necessarily get your thoughts on that because we don't want to give people financial advice, of course, but give us a bit of a recap of how we got to this stage.
So what ended up happening is that, Coinbase, as you said, is very, very large. It's had a number of sales, a number of offerings, but the contention with the S-1 filing is that the SEC is now saying, well, we didn't really look into your underlying business operations. We didn't really look at your business model. And now we think it actually violates federal securities law. And Coinbase is saying, wait a minute, you approved our filing. You acknowledged that we could go public on the NASDAQ, be forward-facing to public investors. And the agency's saying, well, yes, but that wasn't our blessing, right, for a blanket acknowledgement of you doing everything right or that you're in legal compliance. It's very strange. It's very strange. And the court came in and said, we're leaning a little bit more towards Coinbase because you should have done that due diligence. Why would you have allowed them to go public if you didn't even take a look at what they're doing with their business model, with their infrastructure? So it's really a strange occurrence that we're seeing here.
Yeah, we also know that Coinbase's CEO has been meeting with House Democrats talking about the digital asset legislation, which we know the United States essentially tightening up on things like Coinbase. We've watched what has happened with FTX as well earlier this year and last year too. Just give us an idea about how the US at the moment is viewing operations like Coinbase and crypto in general.
I think there's still a very big hesitation because we're still operating in the gray. We're still in the unknown where we really don't have a bare bones fundamental framework on crypto or digital asset regulation, right? We have a bunch of agencies that are trying to figure out who should be the one with the authority, who should be able to control it, and who should be able to direct what a security is and what qualifies as that. And, that's really what the court here is trying to say, to your point of, where we stand in the US is what is an overreach by these agencies, right? What constitutes a regulatory power grab with respect to trying to gain a better control of the crypto industry? And that's what we're seeing right now is what do these agencies have to do? What does the SEC have to do in order to evaluate conduct in this industry?
And the SEC doesn't always get it right. Just quickly, just finally, just if you could recap what happened with Ripple.
Yeah, absolutely. So last week we saw a major, but a partial victory for Ripple and its native token XRP in its battle with the SEC. So what was happening is that the court said XRP is not a security. That was the biggest issue. Does XRP constitute an unregistered security? The court said it is not a security, but that institutional sale to institutional buyers, investors, did violate federal securities law because of that potential expectation of profit from investors. So it was a partial victory, but it still left a major question unanswered.
All right,
So
we'll leave it there. Andrew Rossow, really appreciate your time as always. Thank you.
Thank you so much for having me.
And that is a program for now. For more, you can head to tickernews.co. We have plenty of business and finance news there. I'm Aaron Young. Hope to see you soon.